What's going on, everybody? Back at it again. No Cap Rebels, episode 7. I know everybody was expecting a famous wrestler on, but Ray, the Shining Star Kalitri, got a call last minute. He is luckily in Mexico City, Mexico, doing his thing right now, Mr. International himself. So we have to push back his episode so he can go kill all the people over there and destroy all the Lucha Libre doors over there in Mexico. So next week, stay tuned. Ray, the Shining Star Kalitri, will be on the show to talk about his double champ experience. He's a 2-time champion, light heavyweight in the ECW, and his new experience, Mexico City, Mexico, killing it against those Lucha Libre doors.
He got a title fight in Mexico?
He had a fight in Mexico. I don't know if it was a title. I haven't gotten anything. I haven't really talked to him. I just know that he's been doing his thing over there, killing it. So when he gets back, we're gonna have the interview with him. But luckily for you guys, we got superstars everywhere, that just want to be on No Cap Rebels, and you guys are fortunate enough. We're fortunate enough to have Joey Sousa, a.k.a. No Mercy, a.k.a. Joey the Phoenix, on the show today to actually talk about himself and all of his life experiences and what he does for the show and what he does for MobfiTV. So without further ado, Joey, give a little introduction about yourself, man.
All right.
Well, you all already know my name and my aliases. Mainly, my title on this show is producer, and then I special guest star every once in a while. With Mobfi, I'm considered head producer, but I also do writing, acting, directing, camera work, production. I mean, I do whatever's got to get done. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds like you're a jack of all trade.
Yeah, I try to be. Yeah, at least until the company gets a little bigger,
right?
And we can, hire people to fill in those empty roles.
Can we tell the people who you work for?
Yeah,
go ahead. Explain who we work for.
So MobfiTV is a streaming entertainment streaming app.
Right.
That is 100% free. It's available on Android, iOS, Roku, Apple TV, smart TVs. And basically, the reason why the company got started is because we got tired of kind of having to work around Hollywood's rules, and if they say no, then it's no. You can't do shit. So we kind of have this own platform. My buddy Marcus did all the coding and designed it, and as bare bones as he could, and we upload stuff to that almost daily, if not weekly. There's always new content going up. We have Titan Championship Wrestling, which is probably our most famous or most viewed content on there, which they're great. They're phenomenal. They're based out of South Jersey.
So back up real quick. So it's pronounced Mobfi?
Yeah, MobfiTV.
Does that stand for something? Or is it
mobile, film, and television.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So that was a quick background. You got to know what Mobfi is, why he's on the show, and what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about diving into his past, how he got into all that stuff. But just like every goddamn episode.
I was waiting.
Yeah, sorry. I got sidetracked. We're back in. We're getting back in. Relax.
Kind of thirsty.
Relax. We also forgot to say, Grandmaster Z still traveling the fucking universe, man. He's still not. He's not here. He's not here. He's traveling the universe because he's with the aliens, getting probed and doing some probing because he's a Grandmaster now. Travels the universe with his ridiculously shiny long beard and his awesome freaking hat, and just spitting knowledge and probing and getting some probed. But before,
I just want to say, Grandmaster Z, even though he's not here, he's always with us.
Right.
He's everywhere.
So we also have some stuff that we're gonna be working on the show that I hope you guys like. We've been trying to increase our production here, but with that said, Carlos, I need you to pass me the bottle of whatever you're drinking, because I have no alcohol in my cup.
Wow, I didn't. Damn, man, nothing.
Aren't we gonna show our viewers at home the new little thing that we have now that we added to the show?
I always had a little thing.
Hey, how you doing? Switch over to the other camera.
Oh, hope
I think it's the third one.
No. Yay! We did it.
Whoa, what up,
bitches?
We got
that's
two
fire.
cameras.
I didn't know you could do that.
Trying to increase the production for you guys, to give you guys a different looks.
Yeah, I like that.
All our side angles.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
all of our little angles.
No cap 360.
Yo, you know what? That might be the next investment. But for toast, for toast wise, we're gonna keep it simple with the first one. We'll figure out another one. Hopefully, Grandmaster Z, if you're listening, can drop a number, one of your Y's. Yeah, can you know what? You got Grandmaster Z's number? Can you text him, tell him for the outro?
That would be a good idea.
Does he get service in deep space?
Well,
He is the
yes,
service.
he's magical, man. Don't you know?
They
He's
have WhatsApp out there anyway.
that's so good.
Yeah, I think he's out in the Crab Nebula.
Getting
Last
fucking,
time I saw his Snapchat
getting fuck-
location, he
getting
was in the
fucking-
Crab Nebula.
getting fucking crabs,
Hello.
space crabs.
Oh.
Ooh. So anyway, the toast right now is gonna be pretty simple. I want to thank our basically our executive producer. He's not the only producer. He's our executive producer. There's multiple producers on the show, but he's been my friend for since high school.
Really?
You've been my friend since high school, and I've seen you grown, and I've seen you develop, and I've seen you chase your dreams this entire time. And
That's like 15 years?
Wow.
bitch, you're not supposed to say that shit out loud, bro.
That's your
Goddamn.
longest relationship.
That's like a 15-year
Holy
relationship.
What high school did you guys go to?
He's known me longer than he's known his kids.
What high school did you guys go to?
East Side.
We'll get there. We'll get to that. Let's get to my toast.
Okay.
Let's get to my toast. Come on. Anyway, so No Cap family, raise your glasses. This is just thanking you for stepping in and coming on the show and telling us your story. I can't wait to find out. Can't wait for the viewers to find out. Can't wait for everybody to find out. So thank you.
No mercy.
Thank
toast
you
no
for
mercy.
having me.
Skull.
Oh,
That's my black Viking friend over there.
let's get into it.
So I was chewing gum, and I swallowed the gum and the whiskey at the same time. It's not good. It's not good.
How are your senses?
Stimulate your senses.
Non-sponsored, but I'm chewing 5 gum. Anyway, so let's get into it, man. So
Yeah.
first things first, what I think everybody wants to know is how long have you been in and around the film industry?
Well, I got introduced to it. I found out that I loved it in high school. So basically, as long as I've known you,
Okay.
I got introduced to film, or it was video production class my senior year, actually my last half of my senior year. Remember how they had that in high school? The first half of the year, you had a certain block.
Yep.
And then the last half, you had a
Yep.
different set
Yeah.
of classes. The last half of my senior year, I got enrolled into this video production class, and I ended up making a like a lightsaber short.
Oh, that's right. You
I
did.
wonder
Oh,
if we
yeah,
can
yeah.
show that. Can we show that? Will that? Can we
I'll-
put that live on?
You
the-
guys need to keep the questions going. I can probably find out on the computer, and then I can over there. But
That'd
All
be
right,
sick.
so in the
Yeah, that'd be
meantime,
sick.
just a quick backstory. Where were you raised? Family dynamics.
So,
things like
born and raised in Newark, New Jersey, 07105 represent.
that. I-73. Right.
Single mom
Okay.
upbringing.
Right.
She was always working, so I spent a lot of time watching TV, watching
TV,
movies,
yeah. Okay.
and it was kind of my escape from everyday life. And I mean, shit, to this day, I'm still guilty of escaping, using that kind of shit to escape.
what's the video called?
Just type in Super Gooch 666,
Super Gooch.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
and then look at the videos on that channel.
Any siblings or just you and mom?
Yeah, I've got a.
There, it's up there.
That
Make sure to subscribe. I haven't uploaded a video in 15 years.
oh my
It's the red one, the second one. Yeah, yeah.
All right, you guys go.
So I remember before my dad left, one of the things that he left me was a giant cardboard box filled with VHS tapes,
Okay.
like the blank
I
ones.
remember those.
So whenever there was a movie on TV, he'd pop it into the VCR and record it.
Record.
So I'd get the movie and the fucking commercials.
Did you
know
know?
what I'm saying?
Oh
Did
my
you know that
god.
you could record off a VHS if you put like tape in the fucking and the thing? Even if it was a movie, you could record over it. I used to do that shit.
Oh, shit, really?
With wrestling.
Now
yeah.
we had the empty ones.
Oh yeah.
We had the empty ones that you bought at like the
Even if
pharmacy.
you recorded something on that and you ran out of tapes, you need a blank one. You could. It was a spot that you could like stick like paper or tape in, and re-record over it.
Oh,
yeah.
damn.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I used to do
didn't
that
know
shit
that.
for if I miss wrestling or something like that.
Oh, shit.
Facts.
So, yeah, I mean, I grew up at a very young age. I remember my sister actually tells me this story all the time. Before my parents got split up, when I was like 2, the whole family was watching Child's Play, the Chucky movie, the first one. And my mom wasn't watching. She was actually cleaning. And she was cleaning one of the shelves on the closet and knocked over one of my dad's hunting knives. It was still in the sheath. And as a little boy, I picked the knife up while my sister was watching Child's Play, and I stabbed her right in the shoulder.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but It was in the sheath, so it didn't. You know what I mean? But
just inspired by Chucky.
yeah. And they're like, all right, maybe this kid's too young to be watching Child's Play.
You think?
So parenting tip 101: wait until your kid's at least 5 years old before watching Child's Play with him.
Crazy.
2 is too young.
Yeah, right. So any
terrible 2s.
So any extracurricular activities before high school, or was it straight the
No, see, I didn't do much. My brother and my sister, they got enrolled in like karate when they were growing up and shit. But because I didn't have the whole family dynamic. It was just my mom. It was trickier. I played way more video games and watched way more movies.
So what type of video games?
Yeah, what was you into?
Oh, Super Nintendo. I remember my first console ever was a Sega Genesis. I still have the picture at
Sonic.
home from my birthday. Now I got the one that came with Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
And I at a young age, ABACABB for the blood code. I still remember that shit, dude. Right there in the credits, in the opening credits.
Yes.
The black screen with the white letters, ABACABB, and you would hear some shit, and you knew that it worked.
All right.
So walk us through the video you created with the lightsabers, and I think I'm able to play it right now. So just walk us through it.
Okay.
Tell us the inspiration. Tell us how it was created. You can shout out, whoever you want, and then whenever you're done, let me know when to play it. And I'll play it.
Okay. So, what happened was one day I was in video production class hanging out with the teacher, and he showed
Was he
me
hot?
he was a little cute.
No,
He was
it's
a little too old for me, but he was alright.
It's usually that.
Just because he's old enough to be my father doesn't mean I want to call him daddy. You know what I'm saying? But he's like, dude, I just found this awesome lightsaber tutorial video, like how to put a lightsaber over like a picture and make it look glow and make it look legit.
Yeah.
I spent like 5 hours doing a test run, and I was able to create this thing, and it blew his mind. We actually went downstairs to the principal's office because it was like 8 o'clock at night, and I was still working on that shit, and the principal was there, and he saw it, and he was like, that's amazing. So I immediately, like, the film festival was coming up. It was a few months away, and I started coming up with this whole concept to do a lightsaber film. Now, because of time constraints, we couldn't film a whole film like I wanted to, because I had developed a story and everything for it, but we had just enough time to make a trailer for the movie. So that's what y'all are going to see, is like a trailer for a movie. And it's another longtime friend of mine, Miles, who plays the Jedi in this, and I play the Sith. So not only did I star in it, I directed it and did all the special effects myself. Now, if you know anything about rotoscoping, you have to go frame by frame.
I'm not sure about that.
So when you're watching a video, there's 30 frames every second. So 30 pictures per second. And you have to put this thing over the stick that you're fighting with, and then move one frame and drag the 4 corners over the stick. Move another frame, then drag the 4 corners. So when you move, that thing moves over with it. Okay. So it's super tedious. But before we start the video, I won my category for the film festival.
Nice.
With this video. Keep in mind, this is like super caveman shit, but I graduated 2007, so 2007. Yeah, this video was made in 2007.
Right.
Enjoy.
And from Super Gooch 666. Here we go.
Subscribe. Turn the notification bell on.
Technical difficulties. Keep talking.
Yeah, no, the reason why I asked you about extracurricular activities in elementary school, because in my elementary school we had something called KWN. I don't remember what it stood for, but it was kind of like that, and we would like go and like record shit and like make little skits, and it was dope, especially in that school to have those to be accessible to those type of programs. It's pretty dope, and stuff you can do.
I was big into music my early high school life.
Okay.
And did you play any instruments?
Yeah. I played bass drum for the marching band, and I played bass guitar alongside this handsome stallion right here who played saxophone.
No way.
And he was a damn good saxophone player. Oh, it looks like it's up on the screen. Oh, stand by.
Okay.
But yeah, so I loved music growing up too. It was nothing really that I was like too passionate about, but my buddies were starting a band and they needed a bass player, so I got defaulted. But I picked it up so quickly, and I was like really good at it. So I enjoy playing bass. You know, every once in a while, I used to pick up my bass and just play on it. It's very therapeutic. And if you hear a song that you like, you just go online and learn how to play it. And before you know it, you're playing a fucking badass song. You got the music blasting, and you're fucking in your room. Chugga chug 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 chugga chug chug chug.
And you're part of a band now.
And that's
just
it.
sick, yeah. Yeah, I played in a heavy metal band in Florida for a little bit after I graduated high school. Those guys are awesome. They're still like my brothers to this day. Shout out to Guillermo, Mikey, and Pacey. Fucking killer band, dude. I was that band's #1 fan. They found me on MySpace at the time, and they're like, "I see you just moved to fucking Palm Coast, Florida, and
Just
you,
like that?
and you
Looking
play
like
bass.
in
You want to
search of-
come check us out?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay." And they were all way older than me.
Wow.
And I came in and fucking they played for me and I loved it. I played a little bullshit. They liked it. That night I went to the guitarist's house, learned all 5 of their songs, and next day in practice we were killing it, dude. I learned 5 songs in one night. It was sick. We were killing it.
Jeez.
I love that band.
What was the band's name again?
We didn't have a name because they focused more on the writing the music.
Oh.
But when we played our first show, we needed a name, and we were sitting in the car trying to come up with a name, and the radio was on, and Billy Idol's Rebel Yell was playing, and we're like, "Fuck it, just call the band Rebel Yell." And we were with Rebel Yell. It was a Florida-based band, so that rebel shit really worked. It really gets them riled up. You know what I'm saying? That rebel talk. The South will rise again, brother.
No.
Dale Earnhardt for president.
Oh fuck.
Okay, I think I'm figuring this out.
Mother sucker. Anticipation for the audience at home, guys. It's not.
right?
It's really not that great.
I really want to see this fucking trailer. I mean, I want to see this fucking trailer.
So after high school, you moved down to Florida.
Yeah.
Now walk us through after that.
What made you go out there?
So my dad, my brother, my sister always lived out there. That's where they left when I was 4.
Okay.
So I always wanted to. I had been going there every summer, and hanging out with them. But once I turned 18, I was like, yeah, I want to go spend some time in Florida, and I loved it. And then I've moved back and forth several times, but I think I'm here to stay now. But I don't know. We don't really know what is gonna happen.
I want to apologize. This is my first time.
Are we queued up?
We're queued. Ready to go. Ready to go. Here
All right,
we go.
ladies and gentlemen,
You guys can hear it.
Oh fuck.
enjoy. The following preview has not been approved. Oh, that sounds so good. Yeah, dude.
Yo, let me tell you something. That looks so fucking good.
Thank you. Yeah.
Wow.
Sick.
And how long ago was this?
In 2007.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, 2007, dude.
Wow.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, our production is getting so good. I give a fuck what you guys say.
Damn. Now we can play the other things. This is wonderful.
I wonder what videos the action cam has captured.
We should have gave Z action cam for his adventures in space.
Oh, we should totally do that next
That'd be a
time.
good
Is this still the
spin-off.
third one?
What is? That's no. It yeah. So you'll see the intro and then you see video capture and then video capture 2.
Uh-huh.
So it's the fourth one now. So the third one is if you click it, we'll go back to this camera.
Nope.
Yes, the third one you want to click. Boom.
Yeah.
The third one.
back
Click it back on.
Yeah.
Boom.
Okay,
Hey.
there we go. There we go. Third one. Not the fourth
Production, bro. Production. It's all about the production
We're
one. We're
here.
getting
all
there.
learning together.
We're getting there.
So speaking of production, so becoming a producer, host, actor, how did that come about?
So a good friend of mine, Mike Mazza, who
And
is
this is after high school, correct?
yeah, this is actually pretty recent.
Okay.
About 5 years ago, I was in a acting class. So one of the teachers at Eastside High School, Alberto might remember this. His name is Gregory Korachevsky, and he's kind of a well-known actor.
He's done a lot of commercials.
Yeah, his biggest roles. He's been in Blacklist with James Spader.
Word?
He's
Yeah.
been in Orange Is the New Black.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't know.
Like a
Yeah, so have you guys ever seen that show?
Yeah.
Okay, the first episode when you meet the Russian woman, her husband,
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah,
the little bald dude with the
Yeah.
beard. That's he's a math teacher.
math teacher. He
Math
taught
teacher at
math.
Eastside.
Oh, that's
He
dope.
might very well still be. He's probably doing that virtual shit nowadays.
I have no idea what's going on over there.
But yeah, he was. I was friends with him on Facebook, and he uploaded this flyer. He's like, I'm doing acting lessons in my house.
Mhm.
So I showed up, and then this other guy, Mike, showed up, who's a amateur wrestler,
Mm.
and he wanted to hone his acting skills to help him with wrestling. And me, I just wanted to kind of learn, because I'm like that. I want to learn more about things that I'm interested in.
So
Yeah.
acting lessons, like what does that consist of?
So we would practice the Meisner technique, which there's a book about it. A Meisner technique is essentially like you repeat the same thing over and over and over again, but you try to convey it with different emotions.
Oh, okay.
So it's like watermelons. Watermelons. Watermelons.
That's good shit. That's actually pretty good. Yeah.
That's Meisner technique. It's an exercise that you practice. You say the same thing, but you try to convey different emotions with
I
it.
could never be an actor because it's like.
Bitch, shut the fuck up!
No, listen. And this is why. This is no. I like hats off to you guys, but it's like because you have to remember a script, and I swear I would fuck it up each time. Like how do
Okay.
you fuck
So
it?
I
Bro,
get
like,
what you're saying.
If you're like in a movie or on a TV show, that's like a million
Yeah,
words.
it
how
is.
The fuck do you remember?
But you know what is? Don't think about needing to memorize the entire book,
yeah,
because you're only gonna film one scene at a
scene
time.
by scene, right?
So you really
Okay.
just got to memorize the scene,
Gotcha.
you know. And then when they're setting up for the next scene, you have time to kind of go over it, and you want to highlight your lines,
Yeah.
you know, and study them.
Oh, you want to know something? You want to know why he said that? Do you know why he doesn't call you Joey? Because he doesn't know your name, bro.
There's a whole
Sorry,
history-
never
there's a whole history
mind.
behind- Yeah.
You were introduced as No Mercy.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because
And
of him.
that's it.
Because of me.
He started
Because
that.
of your hat, the fact that it
Yeah.
says No Mercy. So
No, it's a deep meaning behind that.
It
I'm
means
gonna get into that later. but
there's
it's a
no deep meaning.
There's a deep meaning behind that.
There's a
Listen.
reason why I'm called Cobra. There's a reason why I'm called Cobra.
They work together. He doesn't even know his name.
Yo.
He just calls him whatever's on his shirt.
At work, my name's on my shirt. He still calls me Cobra.
No, he doesn't.
I do. But yeah.
Why would I lie, Carlos? Why would I lie to you?
No,
You
I-
out of all, come
I
on.
know you wouldn't lie
Yeah.
to me.
All right, so before
one of
the-
those unbelievable things that
So before the show, I've been getting disrespected. I'm just letting everybody know. The production value is high. I still get disrespected.
All right, let's get
I don't
back
know
to the yeah.
Okay, so I met Mike in acting class.
Okay.
Then years later, me and Mike stayed in touch, and then Mike introduced me to a gentleman named Marcus. Now, Marcus was filming a wrestling documentary called Underdogs, where Mike wrestled at.
Okay.
And they became friends like that. And then, Mike kind of introduced me to Marcus. And being in Florida, I friended Marcus on Facebook. Then we would message each other back and forth, and we started calling each other frequently. And we both realized very quickly that we were about that same lifestyle.
Did you guys go to dinner?
After I packed my car and drove from Florida
And
just
then,
to come work
like,
with
did you
him.
have like a bottle of wine
From
too?
Florida to where? Jersey?
Yeah, I drove from Florida to
Oh, wow.
Jersey.
Did you-
15 hours
Did you,
straight.
did you have a bottle of wine?
We prefer the harder stuff.
So you guys DM'd each other for a while, and then you guys
Yeah.
finally met and had dinner.
Yeah, I slid
and
into his
drank.
DMs. I thought he was cute.
That's where I was going. That's where I was going with
the
this.
rest was history.
Sorry.
Super tight butthole relationship.
Ooh.
So what movie was on the first night?
I don't
Brokeback
remember.
Mountain.
I don't remember. I don't remember the movie that was playing that night, Zaddy. Zam.
So for you guys that don't know, Marcus Reyes, hopefully we'll have him in the show later in future
Oh,
episodes.
he would love that. Yeah, he would love that.
But he is essentially the creator of MobfiTV, like he said earlier during the
Yeah.
introduction. And I had a chance to meet Marcus, and he's got some history, man. He's done some Amazon stuff. He's done some HBO stuff, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
he's worked for Vice.
Vice, that's who it was. Which were
yeah, he's done a lot of things, and he just kind of got fed up with
the industry.
the industry, always working for other people, the politics. Like, he just loves filmmaking. He just
Yeah.
wants to make content and share
Yeah.
it with the world, you
And-
know. And fuck you for standing in his way and trying to stop him.
And
You know
that's
what I mean?
and that's something that's when he says they had similar mentalities. That's why I brought up Marcus was to so he can touch on. Obviously, he knows Marcus a lot better than I do, but I know Joey better than Marcus does, and that's how Joey's been his entire life. When it comes to anything, film, music, anything, he basically starts putting his heart and soul into. It becomes that. It's like, stay out of my way. I kind of just want to do this because I love this so much. And I know that we're only talking about Mofi for right now, but I know that you've worked on some scripts.
yeah,
I don't want to talk about the big one,
yeah.
but we can talk about the other ones. All right.
Yeah,
We want to keep the big one a secret because I
Yes.
definitely, again, when you put something out to the universe, it kind of happens, but he's been putting it out into the universe, but he doesn't want to let the politics and the mainstream catch a wind of it because I listen. It blew Grandmaster Z's mind away, and he's been traveling the universe.
Yeah, first night. Yeah, and it was crazy because he was like, "Tell me about your script," and I was like, "I did a Morpheus move." I was like, "You take the blue pill, you wake up, and you don't remember anything about
Right,
this
right, I
night.
remember,
But if
yeah.
you take the red pill, I will take you as far down the rabbit hole that you want to go, and I'll tell you the whole story."
Ladies and gentlemen, an hour later,
Yeah, and
I swear to God, it was amazing.
that was such a great night,
Yeah.
man. That was such a great
But
fucking
just
night.
talk about your writing. Talk about your, like I know we're at the meeting Marcus, but you brought something to the table when you met Marcus. You brought Marcus some ideas. You brought Marcus some of your passions that you've been working
Yeah.
on, even though you were in Florida and you didn't have, out of high school. I know that in Florida, you definitely.
Yeah, so
you were trying to go down the film road. You turned down the road, but the film road was always still in the horizon for
Yeah.
you. And I know you coming back made you get right back onto that path. But I know when you met Marcus, you had some stuff. So tell us a little bit about a couple of your projects that you're willing to discuss, and some of your passions.
So
about
I've got maybe like 3 solid full-length feature film scripts that I've been creating in my head, from creation in my head to writing it down for literally, I mean, since high school,
yeah.
15 years.
I know.
So the steps that it takes from your head to to transpire to like a movie or a short film, what is that?
So in order to make a film, you need like an army of people.
Okay.
But
So it's not just you writing a script.
but you can write.
Presenting it
You
to-
can. I mean, you could write a script by yourself.
like writing a book,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So after high school, I kind of became distracted and lost my way when it came to filmmaking.
Gotcha.
But deep down, I always wanted to do that. And because I didn't have the resources to pull it off at the time, because I was living in some small town in Florida, where everyone hangs out at the fucking Walmart because there's nothing to do. I figured on my 30th birthday, I was like, you know what? I've got to start putting these things on paper, like bringing this to life somehow. If I can't make the movie, I can try to write the script and sell it, and maybe I'll get to go to the movies one day and see it.
And watch it.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the only way I could physically, fathom that my films would be on screen one day. So, I worked on Orion, which is the script that I told about Z that day that we were mentioning, and that's just like a sci-fi epic, a phenomenal movie. Then I have Showdown at El Esperanza, which is like a Mexican cowboy movie, which is fucking sick too. And then I have another one called City of Evil, which is about a homeless man who becomes a vigilante, but he doesn't have any powers. He becomes a vigilante.
Okay.
And that's a phenomenal, like,
Broke Batman.
Yeah.
broke Batman.
The character development in that movie is beautiful. Is so beautiful. I love that movie so much. But a movie that I'm working on right now that we literally just finished the first draft of is a movie called Last Resort that I'm co-writing with Mike Mazza, the guy I met in the acting class. And it's a movie about these two friends who kind of are down and out on their luck financially. And they decide to try to do some odd jobs to make ends meet, but it always fails miserably, and they become desperate. And they end up doing something really stupid, really dangerous that gets them into a lot of trouble. And then they have to kind of find a way to stick together and get through it together or die trying. And it's a comedy. It's called Last Resort. Myself and Mike Mazza, we are the main stars in the movie. So we're not only we co-writing it, we are co-starring in it.
So as far as like production wise, or even you acting, what was the first stuff that you've been in, or is out now?
Probably.
Since high school, like.
Okay, so since I got together with MobfiTV,
yeah,
we did a movie called Love Dave, which came out on Thanksgiving last year.
Okay.
And I was cameraman. I also was an extra. I played John the bartender in Love Dave. It's a phenomenal movie. Go watch it. You get to see Mike's ass cheeks in that movie. It's great. He does a great job. I have so much respect for him after filming that movie with him. Mm-hmm. I can't express what that feeling is like. I mean, it's like you're going to war with your buddies, and it's like that's the objective for today, and we're gonna fucking conquer that objective, you know. And you work together, and then you're sitting in a room like this. And you're watching it on a big screen TV. It's awesome.
Rewarding.
It's absolutely awesome. Marcus was also very nice enough to give me my own food show.
Yeah, I actually looked at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you go on MobfiTV.com or MobfiTV, you download the app. In the search bar, you type in Dat Slammin, and it's a food show where I go to different restaurants, food trucks, establishments. When I interview the owner, we learn a little bit about the history of the business, and then we try some delicious food. And all the places. What
inspired that, or was it the idea they already had? Or?
Yeah, so Dat Slammin was already like a running show, and it had 3 episodes. But there was Marcus didn't feel too comfortable with the host.
Okay.
So he had a conversation with me, and he was like, I see your charisma. I could see you doing this.
Right.
And we've been doing it ever since. And ever since I took over the show, the views have been very well. It's probably top 3 or top 4th most viewed thing on MobfiTV. So that's also been really great.
Any memorable spots that you've been to?
Yeah.
Dishes that you had on?
They all been memorable.
Yeah.
Tacos Cielitas, a Bearded One Barbecue, Good Day Gourmet Food Truck, and Simply Southern in Belmar.
Really good. All in Jersey?
Yeah, they're all in Jersey.
Okay.
They're phenomenal. I think what stands out the most is at the Bearded One Barbecue truck in Montclair or Monroe. You're going to have to Google it. They've got this thing called the grilled cheese brisket.
Fire.
It's so good.
Not to steal his thunder, but you know what else you can watch on MobfiTV app? You can watch us. No Cap Rebels.
Let's go.
Because we are also on MobfiTV.
Yeah, like
TV.
every Saturday or Sunday, a new episode gets uploaded.
Yeah, whenever our production team can download and send Marcus all the work, he uploads.
It's on before the new episode.
You'll be there before Monday.
Yeah.
How about that? You can watch us on Friday, catch us on Mofi, definitely by Monday without a hitch.
For sure.
But yeah, so
there's a lot of great content on there. There's also an astrology show called Bewitched. Nope, it's not called that. It's called The Witch Switch.
Bewitched.
Joe, about to get copyrighted again. So it's funny. It's funny you bring that up.
Okay,
it's funny you fucked it up. She's gonna be if she's watching, she's gonna kill you, dude. So it's funny. It's funny he brings up the Witch Switch. Because, like I announced last episode, March 19th, the host and creator of The Witch Switch will be on No Cap Rebels. We'll save all that stuff for the end again. But March 19th, tune in. We'll be partnering up with Mofi, The Witch Switch, and No Cap all together, all in one. You can catch us here live. So, but like
that's going to be the first crossover event
Oh shit!
in
No,
the
Who brought it
MobfiTV
together?
cinematic universe.
no pressure for our production team.
Right?
But anyway, like he was saying as he's smoking a cigarette, we can you can catch a bunch of things. They just released a movie called Love Dave, which I know he talked about. So Mike, your ass, it's all right. You can do some. You can do some squats. You can do some squats. But it released end of November.
On Thanksgiving.
On Thanksgiving, which is in November. And I know that Marcus also had a bunch of stuff he was working on prior to creating the platform that he was planning on bringing onto the platform.
Yeah.
I think there's a shoe show.
Yeah, the sneaker game.
So there you go. I can't.
gotta go up
Okay,
there.
my SHs are horrible.
Yeah,
Shoe show,
sneaker game.
sneaker game. He also has
Smoke High, which is a show about
Yes.
Bud. If you're into that, it's about cooking with Bud.
yeah.
All thing Bud related. It's very popular. There's also another show called Let's Talk About It, which is a similar food show like mine is, but the host just kind of
Focus on
frequents
tacos?
taco spots and stuff, which is amazing.
Love tacos.
Who
Yeah.
doesn't?
So the cool thing about the platform is that the platform allows not only for shows and movies to be on there, but it allows for us podcasters.
Yep.
It's a podcast entertainment. You can go on there and literally like one-stop shop to watch anything you want. I know you guys are working on a couple of live events. I think actually there was a live event on MobfiTV recently.
Yeah, so that's kind of our ace in the hole is because when people ask us, what makes you different from like Netflix or Hulu, and we say, well, we do live events.
Yeah.
We'll show up to a concert or something. If
Oh,
somebody
dope.
can't make it, you can,
Mm.
essentially the idea
As
is
if
that
you're
you
there.
can pay and watch it like you as if you were there.
Dope.
Yeah.
So those live events are going to be huge. Stand-up comedy specials, concerts. We want to do a 24-hour news program where it's just news running. Marcus right now is working on getting us our own cable channel
Oh,
called
Hey.
MobfiTV, where it'll play just like whatever's on the app. It'll play
On
it on a
TV?
schedule on
Oh,
TV.
wow,
That's kinda
good.
sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is
Kinda
so
sick. That's
sick
kinda
as
sick.
fuck.
No, yeah.
Yeah, you guys should definitely check out the MobfiTV. Again, you can download it on Android, Apple, Roku, TVs. You can pretty much download it on any kind of platform you have.
And another thing is, if you're watching this and you're a content creator and you're looking for another platform to add your stuff to, because we're not exclusive. You could have your stuff on YouTube, on Twitch, and have it on our shit too. So if you do video games, if you do unboxing videos, if you do whatever the hell, reach out to us. We'll put your stuff on Mobfi. It ain't no thing. We'll send you an agreement. We'll work out all the
Oh,
details and
no.
move on from there.
So we have a question from a viewer.
Actually, Grandmaster Z from the universe himself. He's out there. But go ahead, Carlos.
He is watching from the stars.
I told y'all he had service.
And it wasn't through WhatsApp. He wanted to know, have you ever checked out Dulce in Elizabeth yet?
I know where this is going. No, I have not, Grandmaster Z. I have not. If you're out there and you're listening and you're riding on an asteroid or a broom or a
not a-
dildo
it's not
or
a
whatever
whip.
the fuck you ride on.
His wand that's up his ass.
Oh,
the
yeah,
wand,
that's right. That's right. Okay.
Oh.
It's the wand up the ass.
All right, so
Hopefully you got that message.
I know, no mercy. So with you being in the industry, how do you market yourself, and what is the importance of networking? Because like you said, obviously they found you. How you said on MySpace and things like that.
Yeah. So I mean, right now with the limited budget that we have, we can really only market things ourselves, share it to our own personal Facebook,
Okay.
things like that. But there's something in the works right now that I don't want to get too much into, but potentially we're going to start having a marketing budget and get really pushing the stuff.
Gotcha.
So, it takes time,
Right.
The platform hasn't even been live for a year
I was
yet.
gonna say because it's fairly new anyway.
It launched in actually March of last year.
Oh wow! Happy
So it's
birthday.
about to be the 1 year anniversary.
Happy
of
birthday,
MobfiTV.
Mofi.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
And we've come a long way in this past year. And I've always seen this company as a snowball at the top of a mountain. The more traction it gets, the bigger it's going to get, the more unstoppable it's going to become. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, it's actually great that you guys have it's literally been around for a year, and you guys have all this content
Yeah,
already,
like,
and you know, and I want to again thank you guys for allowing us to be on there, because you're helping
Thank
us.
you for putting your shit on Mofi. Hell yeah.
Hey, bro, it's not shit. This production is fucking phenomenal.
That's it. We great.
But
baby.
Facts.
But like it's like Marv's question. It's how do you market yourself? It's we have this. We run into the same problem, right? Like there's only like we're a small team. It's 5 of us.
Yeah. So I mean, if you have money, you can pay a company a company that essentially manipulates the algorithm of like YouTube and Facebook, and they'll drop an ad. If you make a commercial.
Yeah.
And you pay them, they'll slip it in somewhere, and people will see it. People will see it.
You see what I did there? So, guys, maybe because we're partnering with Mofi, we should get a commercial. Marcus, we should get a commercial so we can push.
Calling you out, Marcus.
Yeah, you're gonna watch this shit before you upload it, I hope.
Yeah. So a little bit about the team is me, Marcus, and Mike, and I also don't want to forget Andrew. Andrew is our merch guy, and he also does animation. And he does great work on camera and editing and stuff like that. We're kind of all just like these jack of all trades. And literally, when I'm with those guys and we're filming something, like it feels like we're the Avengers. Like we're just kicking ass. We're kicking ass. We're taking over the world. It's sick. But I definitely wanted to give a shout out to Andrew because Andrew's that dude.
Dope. So as far as like producers, content creators, and things like that, anybody inspire you, or anybody you look up to?
Oh, I think I know for sure one, but go ahead.
Well, I'm a big fan of TCW Wrestling.
Okay.
They're the shit. I think what they're doing over there is awesome. And they're gonna start putting the Mobfi logo on the wrestling ring and shit.
Really?
So yeah,
That's
so
dope.
yeah, bunch of cool shit's happening.
Where's that based out of?
South Jersey. You're gonna have to go to their Facebook page. It's Titan Championship Wrestling. You go ahead and give them a follow, give them a like, and they post whenever their shows come. And you just go. You can go down there, you buy a ticket, and take a seat. One of the announcers on the show, the guy who speaks while you're watching the actual fight on TV, is a guy by the name Marlon. Marlon's awesome. He's also another really good friend of ours, and he's the shit. But I love Titan Championship Wrestling. I'm a huge fan. They do all male shows and all female shows. The females are sick. They're so talented, and they kick ass. Like they kick ass, literally. They're fantastic. I'm definitely looking forward to going to the next show because I haven't been to one yet. So if y'all want to do that, we could all just ride down there and check out Goddesses of War.
Hey,
That's the name of the all-chick wrestling show. So
that was wonderful.
Is she part of that?
yeah, she is.
Oh.
She is.
As a wrestler?
No. There's you missed the pre-show. You missed we'll get you caught up. You know what? I got some shit to say. Catch up, Marsh. Show them some of the wrestlers that are there, bro.
All right, so one of the wrestlers, her name is Gabby Ortiz, and I believe she's Mexican. So she's got the wrestling in her blood.
Yeah.
You know?
Lucha Libre.
And she's great. She's awesome.
You used to do that, right?
She's a really good wrestler. She's really good.
That was good, you stupid bitch.
Yeah, so yeah, she's awesome.
That's an understatement.
Yeah.
With all due respect.
With all due respect, obviously. They are goddesses after all.
Absolutely.
Do you like raisins?
Stupid.
Oh, anyway.
Yeah. I'm lost.
So actually, I'm surprised he went. I'm surprised he went with the wrestling thing first. But well, actually, you know what? I'm not surprised because I remember we used to watch WWF back in the day.
Yeah.
Now WWE and all that stuff. You know,
Still WWF.
I've always loved wrestling. One of my things that I wanted to be when I was a kid was a wrestler when I grew up.
AKA Joey the Phoenix.
Yeah. Joey Phoenix.
You weren't here. You're being probed by aliens. But
Who was your favorite wrestler growing up?
Oh man, I loved Rey Mysterio.
Really?
I'm a sucker for high flyers. Technical,
WCW or
technical guys.
WWF or ECW?
WWF.
Okay.
Rey
Smart guy.
Mysterio, dude.
Okay.
He's the shit. I love Jeff Hardy. I love
Hardy Brothers.
Yes.
this guy, one of my favorites. He always has been, even though his life ended in a really fucked up way. But I always thought Chris Benoit was one of the greatest wrestlers
Yeah.
that ever lived.
Team Gemini.
And you can tell who's in that ring for a paycheck or
He was
who's in
super
that
passionate.
ring
Yeah, that was his life.
because they loved it. You know. And I always really appreciated the sacrifice that those guys made, because wrestling gets a lot of shit. You know, it's scripted, whatnot. But, you know, when a guy gets hit in the face with a chair, that's a real
It's for
fucking
real.
chair. You know what I mean?
Them injuries, they ain't faking them.
Yeah, like those guys put their bodies on the line for us to cheer for them, you know? So mad respect for wrestlers.
Facts.
No matter if you're in the indie circuit, if you're an amateur, if you're a pro, you got my respect all day.
So I actually thought, knowing who you are, I really thought you were going to say the famous and great R.I.P. Stan Lee.
Oh yeah.
I know he wrote.
Oh, man.
He
yeah.
he probably wrote your favorite character.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, Spidey.
Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Um,
See, my thing, like, I love superheroes, but my thing about them is I always fall in love with the character under the mask. So to me, it was like I always kind of felt a deep connection with Peter Parker, because he was raised by a single female. He was bullied in school.
Oh man.
He was smart, and people always underestimated him. And when he got bit by that spider, he took the responsibility of becoming, like, mind you, when he got bit by a spider, he was like 14, and instead of calling himself Spider Boy, he called himself Spider Man.
Had to grow up quick.
You know what I mean? He had to grow up quick when his uncle died, and he had to kind of be the man of the house at a very young age. And he just inspires good and hope, and he's your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. He's not fighting, you know, armies of aliens. He's taking care of people that are, like, stealing old ladies' purses and shit. And, like,
You watched the cartoon on, I think it was Fox 5 or 11?
I've
yeah?
all
Comics,
everything,
all of that stuff?
everything.
Oh, dope.
Yeah. And I think that's, you know, Stan Lee, when you watch videos of him talking about Spider-Man, he wrote it in that way because he knew how many kids out
Could
there
relate, right?
could relate to him.
Yeah.
And, you know, swinging from buildings, crawling up walls, that's all cool and everything. But to me, it's all about the heart of the character.
Story, yeah.
So I always been a big fan of Spidey and Captain America.
What about X-Men?
X-Men, I'm a big fan of Cyclops. I always
Really?
loved Cyclops. Yeah.
X-Men is the same like Spider. I feel like he does write all of his stuff kind of like
Fuck
similar. Because
Cyclops.
X-Men
Yeah.
too are the same.
Nah,
like,
Cyclops is a shit. They always fuck him up in movies, but he's more like Captain America.
Oh, facts. I agree with that.
They just
I
never
agree with that.
they never really emphasize that, but he's their fearless leader. Like, he's the tactician telling, you know, people what to do to be the most
Yeah,
effective.
yeah.
And, you know, he can control his little optic blast, but if you piss him off, he'll take that shit off and give you the full dick. he'll fuck you up, dude. Cyclops is that dude.
You always want the full dick, though. You know what I'm saying?
balls deep.
That was good.
Oh shit! But that's the direction I thought you were going. Because again, I've known you for a bunch of years. And I know. Again, I haven't. I've heard you talk about your scripts more in depth, and so I know like how your character development is and how all those things are for you. And I can see that. I can see Stan Lee as a big influence in your characters. You always for some reason you always write this like underdog story.
Yeah.
Like you always like I know
That's what I know best.
right. So it's weird because I know you. Like I'm not surprised anymore. I'm not when you write certain things for yourself, like your own scripts, not for like not the movie you were writing with Mike, and not the stuff that we've been working on the side.
My personal stuff. Yeah.
Your personal stuff. You always have this one person that like seems to get fucked a little bit, right? Fucked with a little bit, but then somehow comes back, and in a weirdly positive way. Sometimes with the whole homeless fucking vigilante guy, like it's still dark, but it's still like he's homeless. Like he has nothing, but he's still willing to step up and do something.
Yeah. The closest thing to a mother he ever had was the city itself.
Right.
And to see these gang members and drug dealers abuse her, eventually it's always upset him. But then one night he's, walking down a dark alley and this prostitute is being assaulted, and he's not going to stand by anymore. And he's phenomenal. Like, I could talk about that movie for hours.
So with like you and your
he doesn't even have a name because he's homeless.
Okay.
Like, there's a part where he goes to he like gets arrested and they just call him John Doe because he literally has no identity, no name. As soon as he was young enough to escape from the orphanage, he escaped and lived on the streets his whole life. It's just surviving. Like, think of like Tarzan if he was a bum in the hood. You know what I mean?
Broke Batman.
Yeah, it's the shit.
So with your characters from your scripts, any one of them was ever based on anyone that you knew personally or from some walk of life?
So what's really interesting about writing a movie is that you're putting your heart and soul into these pages. So the hero is a aspect of your personality.
Wow.
The villain is also an aspect of your personality.
The evil side.
Yeah. So when you're writing lines for the villain, or you're trying to come up with a motivation for him, or, you know, because you don't want to just write a generic bad guy. You want to give him a reason. Like, why is he doing this? And you want to believe why he's doing that.
Right.
So you have to kind of,
Tap
you know,
into that.
you have to tap into like an evil.
It's hard.
If you're gonna write a movie about an evil guy,
Right.
and then a good guy, you have to peel the
even, like-
layers back of your soul and ingest that into these different characters.
So even like watching like interviews with actors, like sometimes when they're playing like the evil, the villain,
Yeah.
or even like some type of demonic something, like they like it really affects them like emotionally. Like they have to like take time off.
One of the best examples of that is the late great Heath Ledger.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I mean, dude, his work, what he did with the Joker,
Phenomenal.
will live
Yeah.
in infamy
Mm-hmm.
until an asteroid hits this fucking Earth and destroys everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's the man.
So you really have to put yourself into you're not you, or you really got to tap into like a spot you where you don't want to go to a place you don't want
It
to.
depends how much you love it. You know, it really does.
So we have a question from Grandmaster Z. I'm gonna rephrase the question.
Why do I see wet water drops on the? Who's wet? Who are we making wet?
Oh no, that was earlier.
That was Grandmaster Z.
That was Grandmaster Z.
Damn.
Okay, so
Why are you gonna rephrase it?
They got moisture in space.
because
Because he makes a very.
he
valid
does
point.
make a valid point. I'm gonna rephrase it so everybody can understand. But we're gonna back it up a little bit. So Grandmaster Z also said, when he asked the question about have you ever been to Dulce in Elizabeth,
Oh, okay.
and I think that Marcus, you should get on this with your head producer here and to create a second crossover episode of Dat Slammin with No Cap Rebels getting lit at Dulce in Elizabeth.
Oh shit.
Okay,
I like that.
just say again, Marcus. This is the call you out episode here, man. You want content? We got you.
We got you.
Secondly, so Grandmaster Z asked, how impactful is it writing a script or writing a show or a movie or etc. With the generation that is now, right? So this snowflake pussy, that's a quote, offended pussy generation that we have going on now. Do you curve some of the things you write
Because
to the generation, to the viewers?
No.
looking
Oh,
back
I love
now-
that.
No, we
I love that.
don't.
That's why you're on No Cap.
That's the whole reason behind the creation of MobfiTV.
There it is.
stuff that we used to watch back then, movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's no way that they would get any play.
We're not
We'd be
answering.
canceled.
Oh my God.
We're not
canceled.
answering to anybody.
Yeah.
We're
Love
not
it.
answering
I
to
love it.
anybody.
I love
We're
it.
doing
There it
what
is.
we love, and we're gonna share that with the world.
Welcome
If
to
you
No
like
Cap.
it, if you like it, enjoy it. If you don't, go away. Don't bother complaining because it's not gonna affect anything.
Right. So being having our own show here, we obviously understand the line. There's a line that you cross. There's a line that you don't cross. Right. So we all understand that line, right? Because there's a difference between being risky and then being hateful.
Yeah, of course.
disrespectful.
Right.
Absolutely.
Well, disrespectful, like to a point. Like that's where the line is. Like you can disrespect to a point, right? But not, you can't cross that line. And I think that people
I
have.
mean, some shows do,
You're right. Some shows
and
do.
they have no fucking repercussion. I mean, one of the shows that comes to mind is shit like South Park and Family Guy.
Facts.
Who are constantly like, "Fuck you, society."
Yeah.
We're gonna make fun of you. We're gonna make fun of everybody.
But does it help that they're cartoons?
Maybe.
You know, like if we got into a screen and we started like doing South Park shit,
Right.
like, can you imagine the backlash that we would have?
But also
Yeah.
South Park too is.
But see, they're OG. Family Guy and South Park are OGs.
Yeah,
they
have
they put in their
history.
time.
That's right, because
Yeah.
they were there when Snowflakes weren't around.
Fox tried to cancel Family Guy twice.
Yeah.
Right,
And brought them back because the crowd was just like,
right.
you better bring that shit back.
Well, I guess when you have the machine behind you,
But the
Yeah.
machine, but the machine
right
was
people is like, it's
but
gonna
it's
be hard to
us.
get canceled.
It's
you know?
us. It's us. It's the ones that don't fucking complain about
right. So
bullshit.
it's our generation. It's
Yes.
our generation that it was created in our generation for our generation. Like we were kids when some of those shows started coming up, like Simpsons, South Park. We were like kids.
Yeah.
So the following
The South Park
Is
movie
us.
came out in what, 99?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Bigger, longer, and
It's
uncut.
crazy,
Yeah.
man. So it's crazy. So like,
99,
I
bro.
think the majority of the viewers are us, right? It's our like
Yeah.
their demographics on the show. Like I don't know it, but I'm assuming the young generation really isn't watching South Park because like again being on social media and being on all this shit. Like
They're not watching it.
I don't see I don't
I could
They're
see.
not
Listen, I
No.
could see a lot of them watching it. I could
clips.
because people, you know, everything is not so black and white as people perceive it to be. Just because the assholes are ruining it for everybody doesn't mean that entire generation is against.
Oh no, I didn't.
You know what I mean?
I didn't mean in the sense of
We
they're
can't
not
lose
watching it's not
ourselves
good.
in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean in the sense of they're not watching it's not good. I'm just saying like with they watching like more so like I guess reality TV is more. of a
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
now,
I was-
and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna like.
And maybe
I,
the young kids
I
won't
was there for
catch.
that.
Like, there's certain references that they make on Family Guy that I don't even catch because Seth
so old.
MacFarlane is old
It's
school.
old. Yeah,
you
he's
know
older
what I
than
mean?
us. Yeah, for
Like
sure.
if you pay attention to the most people don't know this. If you pay attention to the opening of Family Guy, it's literally the same opening from All in the Family. Remember
The-
All in the
oh,
Family
no,
when,
no,
they're,
no.
when they're
So-
sitting at the piano?
so okay, so the,
Those were the days,
Like,
and it's
but-
like the old dude Archie Bunker and his wife.
but it's
Wow.
but it's
at the beginning of Family Guy is Lois sitting at a
yeah,
piano.
yeah. But it's so it's their own words, their own song, but the same principle.
Yeah.
Okay. But like so like what Marv said, it's like I think that they're not watching it like we're watching it. They might like watch clips just
Or if if Family Guy's on Netflix, right?
no.
Hulu right
Hulu.
now.
Okay, so that I can see them watching like
Fair.
something like that. on
Okay,
the app,
yeah.
versus like okay, every Friday at 8, I'm gonna tune in to watch Family
Yeah,
Guy.
yeah, fair.
Yeah.
I also think that it's they're not watching it because there's new things. Like the kids nowadays aren't really into the old shit.
Yeah.
Even though it's still current, even though Family Guy and all that shit's still current, I don't find kids watching the old stuff versus like their new whatever the fuck.
Love and
they're
hip hop and shit like that. And then too,
Whatever the
it's
fuck
like
they're watching.
major media outlets. It's not really they're not really posting like South Park.
Why?
They're posting like
Because South Park's not liberal.
Yeah.
South Park
But South Park doesn't
South
need-
Park is raunchy
South
as
Park
fuck.
doesn't
Right,
need the
right,
marketing.
Right.
And South Park doesn't need the marketing.
South Park doesn't need the fucking marketing.
Yeah.
No, that's
people,
what I
people are
agree.
gonna
I
people
agree.
people
Yeah.
who love them follow them on Instagram,
I agree.
Facebook, Twitter,
I agree.
and they get all their news
They
and
got
shit
their-
from there.
They
you
got
know?
their own video game, bro.
Yeah, several video games.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say I've never really
They
been.
had a South Park game on the
That
N64
was my favorite.
I've never
where
been
you
a
just
big.
throw snowballs at turkeys.
I've never been a
I
big
used to
South
piss
Park
in
fan.
mine.
And then they made South Park: The Stick of Truth,
I used to
which
piss
was
in-
phenomenal, and then they made South Park: The Fractured Butthole,
Yes.
which is an awesome fucking video game, dude. They're so good.
Like to me, I watched South Park as a kid. I just never like it. Never really like I was.
Stuck.
So for me, it was more like the Marvel stuff, the the X-Men's, the Spider-Mans, the
Yeah.
Avengers, the Iron Man, the old school Iron Man's cartoon. I liked a lot of
Fantastic Four, Hulk,
they were all good. Hulk, the cartoons though, not the
Justice
movies,
League.
not the movies, not the
Yes,
movies, not the
Justice
movies.
DC. Can't forget about DC.
Batman, hands down.
Yeah, Batman
Superman,
animated series.
Superman I watched, but Batman was okay.
I loved Batman Beyond. I thought Batman.
Batman Beyond was dope.
That one
No,
was
what?
Trash.
Nah,
Batman Beyond.
Yo,
nah,
bro,
dude.
that girl, what's that girl's name?
Lana,
Bro,
or some shit.
fire, bro. Dark hair,
I was
curvy,
about to say
thin
fatty.
waist. She had a fatty dog. Oh.
Batman Beyond, dude.
Batman
Beyond was the
Beyond
shit.
and X-Men Evolution. Terrible.
Bro, X-Men Evolution. I like the
I
so
loved X-Men.
so
Evolution.
Really?
so the
Because
animation
they fucked the story up.
they did, but the animation.
Nah, I don't think they
yes,
did.
Yeah, I think
Nah.
they did. Yes, they
From
did.
the
they
original,
did.
from the
Yeah,
X-Men
they
used to
They
come
did
out.
their own little twist on it, and,
Nah,
and you
dog.
don't want the same original story.
I
Yes,
did.
I do.
I wanted to continue.
I mean, okay,
I mean, but
hold
you
on,
know,
time
they
out.
were addressing for the people for today.
Hold on.
Or during that
I agree.
time,
Okay.
which is
Facts.
understandable.
You
Facts.
know how
It was like
all
totally-
these Marvel movies that come out,
Yeah, they don't even.
they're
add
not
Up.
they're not the same as
I
the
don't
like
they're
that. I
doing
don't
their
like that.
own thing.
Yeah.
It's a new if you want to experience that story, read the comic. If you want to experience this new shit, watch the movie. Don't compare the two. Just enjoy for what it is,
But-
and you'll have a great time.
So I like the animation from X-Men Evolution, but if they did that animation and did like a remake of the old school stuff, bro, that should be fire.
Yeah, I agree.
If I can see Rogue with new animation, dog,
Yeah.
ooh, girl,
Oh, sugar. I'm gonna get you
yo,
for that.
Storm, yo,
Yeah.
Storm with some fire ass animation. Girl, you know she had a fatty on that. Need that cape, dog. God damn. Woo. But like that's
African booty.
from the motherland.
She's a
From,
queen.
from our
She's a
motherland.
queen of an African. She's like Black
Black History
Panther.
Month is over, bro.
What?
Black History Month is over.
Okay, so actually, you know what? Side note, sorry. Side note, I actually just rewatched a Morgan Freeman episode.
Of what?
An interview, a Morgan Freeman interview. He was getting interviewed by, again, I hate to do this because of the way the interview was. It was some white guy. And Morgan Freeman was like, do you have a White History Month?
Okay.
And he goes, no. It's like, do you want one? He goes, no. He's like, well, I don't want one either. Because, it's good to celebrate history, but why do you have to like showcase it like that? So we're from the motherland, bro. We're going to celebrate Black history all the time. See, now I got him on board. When I say shit like that, I got him on board. We're going to celebrate. So when I say Storm has a booty, I'm celebrating Storm's booty, bro.
So say booty. Don't say African booty. Let it.
He said it, not me.
Yeah.
Let it. All
Forgive him. He's a guy.
Booties are one. All booties are one.
Sorry.
No, all booties are uniquely different.
We know that.
Uniquely different.
They are all
but-
different.
Listen. Ain't nothing wrong with African booty. That's all I'm gonna say. You got Asian booty.
Barely.
There's none.
Oh my God.
Motherfucker! What do you say?
Oh, I thought that was Vietnamese.
See, they're Asian.
They my neighbor. Right around the corner to the left. Right there.
See that line that I was talking about, Crick? Tippy toeing. See,
Oh man.
there's a level of disrespect. There's a level of outright hatred. I don't hate the Asian people, man. I love you guys. Your fucking food and your culture,
Yep.
fire. Anime.
Food.
So I was getting into that,
Oh.
bro. I just ordered over $100 worth of anime posters
Fire.
for my room.
Fire.
I love anime.
Sick.
I love the animation. I love the story plot. I like
Yep.
the fire. And if you kids, you guys are watching Dragon Ball Super, which is all good, bro. Old school Dragon Ball Z, when it took 3 episodes for Goku to transform to Super Saiyan, dog, against Frieza.
And Dragon Ball
Dragon,
Z.
Dragon Ball was okay.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball's for the old school guys.
Yeah,
But Dragon Ball Z, bro, okay, you new kids call
That's
it Dragon Ball
open.
Kai. Dragon Ball, whatever the fuck that. Dragon Ball Z, when Goku's sitting there and Krillin's getting killed and fucking these people are getting killed and he's sitting there and Frieza's like, pew, pew, and he's like, fucking screaming for 3 episodes and all of a sudden just flash of green and in an episode he kills him. Bro,
Fuck you guys who watched Dragon Ball Kai. Why? Because I was there watching exactly what you just said. 3, 4, 5 episodes until it went to the plot. It went to the point of the story, but they cut all that shit out.
Bro, so we were in high school. That's when Goku turned Super Saiyan. So we were in high school.
I was still watching Dragon Ball Z in high school.
I still watch Dragon Ball Z now.
Okay,
Yep.
continue.
Anyway, but so,
Unpopular option.
so-
I didn't like Dragon Ball Z.
I know what you surprised me. You know what? I'm gonna finish my point, and then I'm gonna get back to you.
Oh.
So when we were in high school, our little group of friends. I got in trouble for doing something stupid with my parents. You guys, we used to have like Dragon Ball Z parties, especially because we knew that just, not parties, but like watch parties. Like we would all meet up at a friend's house, get some
dope.
snacks, and just watch and watch. So I don't remember if you were there, but we were at one of our friends' house, Georgia. If you're watching, it was George's house.
Shout out to George.
And I got grounded. My parents did not let
New
me.
York Ave.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I
throw back.
I got
old.
I got grounded, and I could not leave the house, but I could still use the phone. This is how obsessed I was. I called George's house phone. I was like, "Yo, I know Goku's turning Super Saiyan soon. Put me on speaker. Just let me listen to the episode."
I was with wrestling.
Because I couldn't watch TV. We didn't have phones. For you kids, we didn't have phones and laptops and shit
Yeah,
back
the
then.
phone was attached to a cord attached to the wall.
Yeah, legit. No, I had a cordless phone. I had a cordless phone.
Oh, Mr. Fancy Pants.
One cordless phone. The other phones were with cord.
I had a can attached to a string.
Oh, this is
Actually, I don't want to get
I
into
had to
that.
go to the
Yeah.
payphone. I had to walk to the payphone.
So I watched, but like it was a week I was grounded. And it was like that Friday they were releasing the new episode, and the episode was before all this shit started, before he turned Super Saiyan. So it was like leading up to that episode. So it was like Vegeta was fighting him, and there's a bunch of crazy shit going on. So I heard that whole episode on speaker, and then we again commenced discussing the episode for an hour, even though it was like a 20-minute episode after that. And as a black person, you surprised me the most. I know a lot of just black people that love anime.
Hate it. You know what happened?
It's
you
so
know,
weird.
You know what
Why?
happened? No, I'm gonna explain. You know what happened to me? I feel like I was on that path. I was on the path. I fuck with X-Men heavy, and then in the 3rd grade.
no, but that's not anime.
No,
Hold
listen.
on.
Listen, they fight on there. It was gradually getting to that. It would have got to that.
Right.
I feel like because everybody was watching it at that time. But in the 3rd grade, I started watching wrestling, and that was it.
That was it for you.
At that point, I didn't even care about cartoons anymore. Toys, none of that shit. It was just straight
Wrestling.
WWF,
Yeah, I agree.
WCW,
I was
ECW.
on that
That was
flow.
me. Yeah,
Because
I feel like I
never
was on that
watched
path of
anime
that.
really growing up.
As soon as I watched that first Thursday night SmackDown, 8 o'clock.
SmackDown,
UPN.
bro.
It was a
God.
special.
UPN.
It was a special edition. Arnold Schwarzenegger was there, and after that, it was over. Like
Over for you, is
I
it?
couldn't even cartoons.
So
wasn't it for me no
why
more.
not do both?
Nah, it's too much. Rest. I was fully
Thoughts?
devoted. I was a
I didn't have,
fanatic.
I didn't
I
have
was a fanatic.
cable. I didn't have cable growing up.
I didn't have cable
so
until
I couldn't watch. I couldn't
until-
watch Toonami. I couldn't watch Toonami.
until my my
My
never
cartoons
mind.
were limited to
pass.
Saturday morning.
I'm a pass, but then I ended up getting cable later on, and then that was good money. But
Yeah, man. Single parent. We didn't have no fucking cable.
Shit, I was watching Dragon Ball. I was watching Dragon Ball before church on Sundays.
Hey, Grandmaster Z, if you're listening, send me a goddamn toast, please, from the universe. Please.
Yeah, let's get it.
Please, we're getting to that time, but coming back to On Track, I like going out, but coming back to On Track because I'm gonna wind it down a little bit. So, you're working for MobfiTV.
Yes.
You're here helping us.
Yes.
You are writing your own scripts,
Yes.
acting and hosting.
Yes. I also produce The Witch Switch
Oh, right.
and
'Cause-
help out with that as
okay,
well.
cool.
And
you have a production team for the Witch Switch. You have it as I have an executive producer on this show. You have an executive producer.
I
for
know.
This.
I know.
who's that?
Me.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you get a call on your way to a date, and all of a sudden, hey man, how do you hook up the fucking wires and how do you do this? I'm like, shit, hold on. What did I do 2 days ago for my fucking show? I'm like, hey, do this. Make sure the camera's connected. Make sure it's like, oh yeah, I got it. Fucking great. Sweet.
Yeah.
Bro, you know what? He sent me a picture of it afterwards. It looks really fucking good. You guys, you did, I wasn't there for the setup, but I was there for, the troubleshooting.
Yeah.
And really good job. You got great lighting. It looks like you have a good little mixer there. Nice little camera setup.
Quality sounds great. I'm excited to see what her next episode is going to look and sound like.
So let's get into that while we're waiting for Grandmaster Z's toast to come in. Let's talk about some of the stuff that's upcoming here and there, right? So here, like I said, next week we had to push the Shining Star Ray Kalitri double champ Mexico Mr. International to next week because he'll come back sometime this week and he'll be on for Friday.
Sweet.
March 19th, we're having, I guess, the first crossover episode, the first collaboration of MobfiTV with the Witch Switch. I'm very bad with like SHs and CHs. You're gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
You're not good at math and you're not good at remembering.
Nah, I hope I don't. Never mind. Pass.
We're gonna talk about that. I actually have to brief you guys, but
Okay.
but we're gonna have the Witch Switch here, the host, creator
I'm excited.
here, and
I'm
Marv's
excited.
okay. Not only is he big on wrestling, he's really big on astrology.
Definitely want to see.
He tells
what
me
you
on the
guys-
show. I go, what the fuck does this mean? Like, he goes, oh, that means this. I'm like, oh, okay.
Definitely
Did
wanna
you
see what
guys
has
give
to say.
her your birthdays?
Yeah.
and-
He
and-
did.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
no.
about you? What's the hold up?
Well, so what happened was.
Oh,
So
hey, you're
see,
hearing it live.
this
It's not
is
me.
No. See, we Hispanics. Like I asked my mother, I was like, "Hey, mom, what time was I born?" And she was like, "I don't fucking know." I'm like, "What do you mean you know?"
It's on a birth certificate. That's how I found mine.
No, it's not, motherfucker.
I swear to God.
Listen.
on your birth
Hold on.
Really?
What city were you born in?
But you weren't born.
Actually, no. I know what city you were born in. So let's not divulge that. Here in Newark, for us,
Oh, y'all didn't-
for us Newark kids,
There's
they don't
no
give a
time.
fuck when we were born.
There's no
Oh, that's
time.
crazy.
No.
There's no time.
I thought
No.
it was all birth.
No, there's no
You're
time.
lucky your name's on there, motherfucker. That's
They got my dad's name right. I think. I'm tall. My dad's short. I don't know, dude. I guess he was just there. Anyway, but okay. So I need you to do this for me. I need you to do this. 'Cause I did some research on it.
what time you were born?
Yes. And why it's important? It's not so much the specific time. It's the specific time of day. So if your mom can tell you
Call
morning,
the hospital.
afternoon, nighttime, overnight, because again, from my understanding of this, and we're going to have a professional on March 19th, but it's about how the Earth was facing whatever fucking planets in
Was
the
it on
world.
Forge?
It was a line. A
So
certain way.
Whatever
yeah, right,
stars were in the sky,
Yeah.
right?
right,
all
but
that
but
stuff.
it takes
Because
time.
it changes.
But it takes takes time.
yes,
So
it
like
does.
in the
Yes, it
morning,
does.
what's there in the morning might not be there in the afternoon.
Yes.
It might not be there at night. It might not be
Yes.
there overnight. So you just need to find out that, right? And just like I gave her my information. I don't know if I was born at 7 o'clock in the morning. My mom just said it was in the morning.
Oh, you don't have the exact timer?
Fuck no.
Oh, so
Yeah,
mine's better be spot on. The witch switch, mine's better be spot on because you got my.
Because you have the legit time.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, he gave me like he gave me time. He gave me like hour,
I wanna know,
hour,
listen,
minutes,
listen.
seconds, milliseconds, dog.
I want to know. I want to know when I'm gonna die, how I'm gonna die, everything.
Smart.
So I can't wait.
I have
excited.
to. I have to.
I wanna be
So
surprised.
so actually, I don't like. I told her 7 o'clock in the morning for me, but I don't actually know.
So I just hit her up on.
No,
No,
you
just put it in
Send it in
the
the
chat.
group
you
chat.
put it in the group chat and
We'll forward it.
one of us would forward
Yeah.
it. Like he did it, and I said thank you, but she already had Marv's information before.
How the fuck
Oh,
did she
yeah.
have
Yeah.
more
Listen.
information?
Because Marv said put it in the group chat,
Yeah.
like I asked him to, like I asked all of you to, and Marv gave it to me, and I sent it to her
Hey, that tone
directly.
of voice, that energy right now, not feeling it. Not feeling it. It's not in my fucking.
Yeah, it is not aligning.
Yes, it's not aligning with me, bitch.
Okay,
Well, how do you know it's not
Stupid bitch.
aligning? Because you don't even know what time of
Listen,
day
no,
because
report,
I'm not-
bitch.
He's a,
You
listen,
need it,
listen.
Morning time, motherfucker. I'm a grumpy fuck. I was born on a Monday in the morning. How much more grumpy can you get?
I was on a Tuesday.
So worst day of the week. It's the worst.
Tuesday?
Minus tacos and tequila. There's no point to Tuesday.
I like Tuesday.
I was born.
For what?
Because Tuesday is the day that so Monday's day is your
I
first
was
day
born on
back.
Monday as well.
Monday is like it's rough. It's your first day back.
But
Tuesday is like you already in the flow of things now. And I was like, okay, you know what? I can make it through the rest of the week. Monday is the rough one.
No.
Tuesday,
Monday, you're like, fuck, I gotta make it to Friday. You know what? Monday's goal is to make it to Friday. Tuesday's goal is like, okay, you're going one day down. Let's go get some tacos. Wednesday, hump day. You're halfway there. Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. Friday is fucking Friday. There's nothing special about fucking Tuesday.
Tuesday is the day when you well, I don't know, maybe Tuesday is when it hits you that is a new week. Monday can go. It can either be
Nah,
a good
man.
Monday, a fast Monday, a slow Monday, a bad Monday.
See, I think
Tuesday's better than a Monday.
yeah.
No, see, I feel like Monday's
You only got 4 days left in the week instead of 5.
But I feel like Monday you're coming off that weekend energy. Like you're usually like
That's why it's the bad one.
no, I think it's a good one because I think Monday's also typically busy days.
Yeah.
So like your workflow should
This
go by
argument
fast.
is so
No,
stupid.
this is definitely.
I'm waiting for my goddamn toast from the universe, bro.
This is definitely a thing.
This
This
is why I think Monday kicks ass. No, fuck you.
I'm
Tuesday
telling you,
kicks
listen,
ass.
Monday does not kick ass. I just think Monday's better than
No,
Tuesday.
it's definitely Tuesday is the one.
They
that
just
is like-
start fighting.
I'm gonna let it be because
There's the
this is
table out like.
Honestly, if it wait. Okay, who's this? That's my daughter. Yo, I swear to God, I get more TikToks from her than I do from TikTok, bro. I swear to God, I watch more TikToks from my daughter than I do from like scrolling through TikTok and wasting my life.
I know how you feel.
And sometimes I forget which ones she sends me, and I send her the same ones she sent me because I'm fucking old. But they're fire though. She said, "Dude, you want to talk about Marvel fan? I'm raising her right, bro.
Yeah? The older one or the younger one?
The older one.
Good.
The younger one watches.
I watch anime with my kids. They're my mini weebs.
Same, actually. My oldest one, my oldest daughter
Does she have a favorite character or anything? Anybody she particular?
in Marvel.
Yeah.
All right, I know you're not watching. Marv, switch the camera. I mean, not Marv. Girl, switch the camera.
I got dark pretty fucking quick. That's for sure.
Hold on. No, she's gonna hate me. If she sees this, she's gonna hate me. So actually, their mother picked them up on Thursday. So Wednesday, we're talking about Marvel. We're talking about shit on Marvel, and she goes, and I bring we're listening to all of a sudden Umbrella comes on my playlist on my music, and then I go, every time I hear this song, I think about Tom Holland's performance on Lip Sync Battles, and she got so excited. And I was like, he was really good. She's like, oh, he was so good. And I was like,
Oh shit!
Oh my
bro,
god!
I go, hold up. I'm like,
Tom
first,
Holland about to get got.
I was like, hold up. First of all, it wasn't that good. So I personally think my oldest daughter secretly has a crush on Tom Holland, and so I think
Shit, I got a crush on Tom Holland. You ever seen his ass in that Spider-Man costume? God damn, that a thick boy. That's a thick boy.
Have you ever seen him dancing that Umbrella song in the fucking water?
Oh yeah, he's hilarious.
No.
And not only does he do an American accent perfectly, he does a New York kid from Queens
Yeah. Yep.
accent
But
perfectly.
Moral of the story,
Best Spider-Man.
I won't say her name, but my oldest daughter has a crush on Tom Holland. So if I ever see Tom Holland, I will introduce him to my daughter, and if he shows interest, I will kill him. So as long as this, Tom, if you're watching, don't show interest in my 12-year-old daughter, soon to be 13.
Say, how old is your daughter? It's just 12.
I don't know him like that, bro. That's what I'm saying. If he shows
my.
interest, I'll fucking kill him. Straight up.
He's gonna be like, "Look here, mate. I have no interest in your daughter."
And I'm like, you get to live, bitch. Come on, no cap, real quick, though. I need the fan base.
So let's do that first, and then you ask him.
All right, fuck you, Z, for not fucking sending me a goddamn toast. So this podcast, we're going to try to keep it down because last couple podcasts have been stupid long. Not saying we can't sit here and keep talking to Joey the Phoenix, a.k.a. No Mercy, a.k.a. Joey Sousa, a.k.a. fucking major films.
Okay, Giselle Baird.
A.k.a. soon-to-be fucking superstar in the film industry. So, again, the same way we started, the same way I'm going to end it. Listen, thank you for coming on. Thank you for being here.
Yes.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for putting up with our shit. And thank you for coming on here and being yourself and like coming on here and just speaking your truth and coming here and telling us your story about, your childhood, all the stuff that, you went through and all your experiences and all the stuff that, kept you going through all these years, man.
Absolutely. And I want to say thank you for letting me be a part of the show, not just on this episode, but in every episode. It's been fun and seeing the progress of not only the production value, but the charisma between everybody.
Yeah, man.
Has been really impressive. So super proud.
I'm actually, before we finish the toast, I'm also gonna blow your spot up. So Marv, while you were with the Aliens, there was a certain executive producer that was like, "Yeah, I miss Marv."
For real?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Appreciate
course,
you, brother.
you're part of
I said the same shit.
He
to
did.
him.
He did.
Last week?
Trust me.
No.
We'll talk about that off camera.
Off camera, yeah.
We went at it.
Yeah, we definitely went at it. We all fucking went at it that day. But no, so yes, so I wanted to welcome back because again,
the vibes, man.
Marv hasn't been here. Marv was here last episode, but he wasn't here for a couple episodes before that because of the Aliens. Yeah. No Mercy hasn't really been on camera. He was there. He was here the week before the last episode when Marv was abducted.
2 episodes, I think, right?
Well, we had the break.
The Valentine's Day and then the one after Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's right. What's Life episode. You're right. So yeah, filling in for Marv because he was abducted.
Yes.
But last episode you weren't here because we had a guest on and you had some important filming stuff that you needed to go do. So it's like a lot of we're getting everybody back together. We're getting the band back together. Hopefully next week with the wrestling. I know big wrestling fan, wrestling fan.
Yep.
Wrestling divas fan.
That too.
I know Grandmaster Z says he's going to be here next week with the Shining Star. So yeah, I thank you for being here. Thank you for helping out. Thank you for supporting.
We got it from Grandmaster Z.
Oh,
Skirt.
Okay.
Stop.
Draw back.
Go ahead, Carlos.
Drink to life and the passing show and the eyes of the prettiest girl you know. Cheers.
Skull. All right. With all that said, thank you, Grandmaster Z, for coming in just in the nick of time. Again, actually, we have a couple more announcements. Something that's going to surprise all of you guys. Grandmaster Z, I hope you're listening. So again, Ray Kalichi, the Shining Star, is going to be on next week.
Yes.
Stay tuned for that. Double champ, international now, Mexican wrestler. March 19th, tune in. Witch Switch host. Michelle Amador. If you haven't checked her out, check her out on our social media, The Witch Switch. Check her out on MobfiTV, The Witch Switch. Any form of podcast, Anchor, Spotify, Apple, iTunes, check her out. If you want to know about your...
she's on Instagram too. So.
Yeah, social media. The Witch, everything's The Witch Switch. Everything's there. After that, No Cap Rebels will be taking a break for another weekend.
And then when we get back...
So starting April.
Health is wealth.
No, that's May, bro.
Oh, that's May?
Vader fucked that up.
Okay.
So
I thought that was
Spoiler.
the build-up. I thought that was the build-up.
No.
So we won't say that part.
So no, we are. I want to because I'm really excited for that. You put that idea in my head, and I'm really excited for it. So April, we're gonna come back. We're gonna go back to some original No Cap content, which is gonna just be the Rebels doing Rebel shit like we always do, talking about whatever the hell we want because we want and how we want it. But coming starting May, No Cap Rebels is gonna be doing a health month. So we're all going to be, I'm hoping in April, some of us will be taking our health seriously. So when we get into May, we can continue that and start expressing our own health stories. But we have potential guests lined up. We're going to have, we're going to have a potential holistic chef come on the show. We're gonna have a fitness guru on for us, men and women, but like more on the all around fitness guy coming on the show. And then at the end of the month, to round out the month, I think we're gonna do an episode of differences of opinions. So big things that are
what we gathered from that month,
right?
What we got out of it.
And we're gonna be talking about and having our own discussion here on No Cap. Ooh. So I think that's gonna be a really fun episode. So stay tuned. So again, April, back to No Cap Rebels OG stuff, where we're just gonna be talking about whatever we want. May, Health Month. So we're gonna be posting stuff on our social media. Make sure to check us out. Yes. It's right up there. That's our Instagram. If you don't like seeing our faces, you can go to Spotify. Spotify over there. Thank you. Yeah. You go.
This is all a learning process for everybody.
Go to Spotify. The production is so good.
Above Marv.
You go to our Spotify. Check us out. Check us out on our podcast, where it's just our sexy, beautiful voices.
Oh yeah.
So with that said, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for whoever tuned in. Thank you for commenting. And with that said, No Cap Rebels, we out.
Peace out.